training partner, a little bit more kind of awkward position. Now, my question for you guys, when you guys on the bottom, do you like when somebody at the top does this? No. Right? That's the way you want to understand Jiu-Jitsu, you got to understand Jiu-Jitsu from both sides. Jiu-Jitsu is like watching yourself in the mirror. Every move that you do today, you got to think about, how I like somebody to do this against me, what I got to do to defend that. And later I go over here, well, I'm doing this now, and you keep doing this on your own mind. I don't know about you guys. I think about Jiu-Jitsu every single day. For many, at night time, I lay down, I don't go to sleep, but my mind just keeps working Jiu-Jitsu. And the way that my mind works is not to beat people, but how to be slippery, how to kind of undo things, how to unwind things. That's why my mind never stopped working. And you guys here, it's the same thing. When you start working Jiu-Jitsu, you're going to develop the same thing. Jiu-Jitsu is so simple that we as a humans, we complicate it. We make Jiu-Jitsu very complicated because we think Jiu-Jitsu is so incredible. I agree, Jiu-Jitsu I think is very incredible, but it's incredible simple too. The simplicity of Jiu-Jitsu is amazing. The only thing you gotta do is to understand how to move your pieces in the right position with the right angles. And sometimes you can move two pieces when your training partner is only move one. And depending on which level you are, you can move three pieces. Can you imagine playing chess game and you can move three pieces and your other guy only move one? Can you imagine that? So that's Jiu-Jitsu. We can do that. It's doable. The basic what you got to think about is number one. What somebody needs to put you in trouble. What the part of your body needs to be uncovered for you to get in trouble. The number one is this area here, the hips. When your hips are uncovered, unprotected, people can find and they can push you, and you do this, and you push you're doing this. If you think about somebody pushing you like this, no, you can be completely like that because somebody pushed you here. No? So that's one. The other thing is going to be the neck. Somebody goes on the neck, they can go a wrapper on the neck, chokes. The other things can be arm bars, kimurs, Americanas, and all kind of stuff on your joints. So the key for us is, well, I need to protect my hips. That makes sense. I need to protect my neck. That kind of makes sense too. I need to protect my joints. So as long as I protect my joints, and I protect all my neck, so I think I can stay alive a little bit longer. That's the idea. Now, let's see a couple things here. Let's see about hips. So if I don't protect my hips, think about this. I'm here in the guard, back straight, good position, I'm over here, but I go here and I do like this. Look at that, I just do that. So what happened to my body here?
No posture.
No posture. So if my posture is not good, I'm just going to be right here, nice, easy and slow, just climb your leg. No, just climb your leg, keep climbing, keep climbing. Right there. So what happened now, your leg climb, and look at your legs stay. Your leg's there, right? Because I got a bad posture. Now go back again. Now I got the same thing, but I have posture. Now you go, climb the leg. You climb the leg. And you climb the leg. And you notice that your leg goes but comes back. Goes and comes back. So, right, that's a very simple principle here. So that means I should never be in nobody's guard and do this. Just that. And leg goes and stay. Go back again. So I should be in guard. I was like this. You go. The leg doesn't stay. Now the next thing to do is what? The hips. So go ahead, slow motion, put one foot on my hip. There you go, take it off. Put the other foot on my hips. Take it off. Put both feet on my hips. So those are vulnerable. One more time. I need to control that. Put a foot on my hips. Another one. Other one. Other one. Other one. All right. So I got my posture and I got my hips. So I got two things here that I kind of fixed. And because I fixed my posture, go for arm bar.
No breakdown for the arm bar.
I fixed my posture, so I fixed the arm bar. Now go for triangle. So I fixed that too. So we have triangle, arm bars. Now choke. And one hand goes.
But the other one can't.
The other one doesn't. So that means if I'm going to be somebody's guard, what I need to think about is this. Number one, I need to protect my neck. I need to protect my posture. I need to protect my balance. And for and most important, my hips. So that means when I'm over here, I want to make sure that my both arms, that's where you catch like this. Because over here, look what happened here. I can use my arm in two different ways. If you try to put your foot on my hips, I can block. And look what I'm doing here. You're feeling here, but nobody can see that. My hand is right in the rib cage over here. The more you try to bring your leg, the more my hand push a rib cage there. So when I put my hand on the rib cage over here and you try to pull, it's pulling against your own rib cage. So you don't like that. And that's what pretty much you kind of, I'm going to exaggerate this now. Look at this. I'm like this, right in the rib cage.
Right under.
Yep. And anytime you move, clutch. Yeah, don't hurt your hips.
That hurt.
And some people can really get hurt there. So that means when I grab the gi, instead grab the gi, I hold it, I can post it. If you try to move my gi here, my hand to the other side, I can grab. Now look at that, when I grab, I don't grab with my arm straight because now I lost his hips. I grab with my arm bent. Now if you try to go to climb your hips up,
I'm not going nowhere.
I put a piece of food over there to hold your hips.
Beautiful frame.
So everything here is based on frame, everything here is based on control. And after you guys fix this, we're gonna pass the guard. Don't pass the guard before that. Fix that first, control, understand, rotate, do the whole thing over there. Now look at this, I'm gonna give you a chance for you to put your foot on my hips. And I'm gonna intercept, When I intercept, you grab it. When I grab it, I go outside over here, and instead try to muscle, my goal here is to bring this leg right up here. But look what I have to do here. Anytime I'm like in this position here, anytime I'm holding somebody's leg, it's very important for me to think about how to want to keep my right leg up, just like that. Right leg always up. Anytime I control one leg, you should never keep your legs down on the ground. If I'm over here, and I just put my arm like this, and you just put pressure. Now if I'm like this, you put pressure.
I can't. Yep.
You put pressure.
Please
That
pass.
leg here doesn't like it. That makes sense?
Yes.
So every single time, guys, that you come and you grab one leg, the most important thing that you should, when you grab one leg, the most important thing you gotta do, leg up. When you put the leg up, put his leg right in your collarbone. Relax with it. Put the leg right in the collarbone right here. When I put the leg in the collarbone, I can use the power of my leg here to control this whole entire body. Now, if I don't do this, I can be in trouble here. So every time you guys train some passing the guard, and you go and you put this leg here right in the shoulder, hold on a second, put the leg right here. Anytime this leg goes here, I should never keep my both knees on the ground. I always, opposite leg comes up. That's the idea here. So basically like this. What's something bad that can happen over here? You don't like this, you're gonna hold my elbow, lift my elbow up, right? And escape, right? So I go like this, one more time. I go over here, lift my elbow up, and escape, right? That's something that guy in the board is always gonna do. I'm over here, escape, boom, escape. So every time I go up here, and I feel that the hand touch my elbow, watch my hand. What happened to my hand?
It completely killed my frame.
Now look if I keep my hand palm down. Look at that. If I'm over here, palm down. You lift it, just lift one leg, pull your leg. Just, yes, right there. Lift it. Lift it.
I can't. I'm pushing your frame into my leg.
So that's the body anatomy that you guys got to study here. If I keep my palm down, he got a power. He can lift my arm out. If I go and I put my palm down, my palm up here, he cannot. And look what I can do here.
Oh, please pass.
So anytime you guys train jiu-jitsu from now on, and you control somebody's leg, and the moment you control somebody's leg, you see those hands like this. Remember the premeditation? Remember somebody doing this? I'm ready to think. I'm here passing the guard, but you see I don't see those hands here? Look at that.
Just please pass. Beautiful.
Nobody can stop you from that. No one. If you guys think about this, anticipation. I'm here passing the guard, and I see two hands over there. Look what I do. Karate chop. Karate chop. Karate chop. If I do karate chop right here in the hips, I'll put his legs on top of my hand.
Full femur control.
Now take my arm out of there.
There is no. I can't.
Will never come up. Will never come up. That makes sense?
Amazing.
Those are the little things in Jiu-Jitsu that you guys gotta discover. And the moment you guys discover that, you keep playing. That way you're anticipating moves. It's called anticipation. Instead, put somebody's leg over here and go to reach the lapel and let the guy lift your arm up. Hey, I see two arms free. Oh, karate chop. Your both arms is worthless. It doesn't work anything. I got a one arm with total control. You have two arms that doesn't do for nothing. And that's the making. When you guys see the difference between 50 pounds or 100 pounds, when you guys are training, and you're somebody 150, gotta train somebody 250, the 150 pound guys that use these little tricks, just navigates to the big guy. A little pass by. And the big guy is not gonna know how to stop the guy. You cannot stop. It's like fight with water. Why? Because you anticipate every move. Every move that can be done and taught you is being anticipated. And what you do, you feel the energy the guy's gonna do the move, and you counterattack. You just counterattack. You develop here first. You don't fight for something that you lost already. You are willing to lose. You are willing to let it go if the move passed. But if the move's ahead, you change the angle, now you got his number down. That's the recipe for you guys to understand Jiu-Jitsu. And it might be a little bit complicated in the beginning, but the more you guys practice, it's gonna get so simple that you guys are gonna be so mad that Jiu-Jitsu could be that simple. Because think about the time we train, the time you put on the mat, and how much complication there is, how much powerful, how much energy we put on there. Now can you imagine if in the meantime, we save all this? Can you imagine if in the meantime we save all this for somehow to use good mechanics?
Welcome to Portland, Pedro.
Yeah. So tell the guy to wash the windows.
You just want to spar something?
I want to spar on your students. Okay, Anibal. See, buddy, it was. You shouldn't make that. Oh, no problem, my friend. Oh, man, you got hurt, man. Something popped there. So anyway, guys, let's try a couple of times this. Play, just kind of be playful. Basically, for the guy on the bottom, that's what if you want to help the guy. Let me get that my little friend here. Anytime the guy, if you want to help, basically like this. You like this, start like that. You start pressing my guard, and hold everything, and you go inside, lift. When you put the leg over there, right here. When I see that, I'm gonna go here. First, let's imagine this hand is gonna come right here. So basically, what I want to do, I'm gonna put my palm. Palm comes right here. Don't use your elbow. Palm comes right inside, and I touch the elbow here. When I touch the elbow here, I lift until I get parallel to my leg here. When it's parallel to my leg, I lift, I move, and I find this little hole right here. And I put it back. So that's the regain. You want to regain. So anytime you feel like this, you see the hand on your neck, you get your hand and get parallel to your femur. So hand here, everything's parallel. I move up on the front, I find a little hole over here, and I put it back. So now, my friend here, gotta avoid that. So I go the same way. You lift it, we go there. Now you go there, legs up, perfect. Now the first thing I'm gonna do here, look, I'm gonna help him with his base. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna notice how helpless my body is now. And if I wanna test this, hey, can you put this leg down? Oh, now put the leg up here. Oh, see, let's go back again. Now put this leg up here. Oh man, that's the one that I don't like it for sure. Over here, that's not good for me at all. Now let me see here. Oh, if you pump down, I can hold over there, make parallel to my arm over here, go around. Oh, I like that. Now let's do it again. Let me go inside. Oh, yeah, that's a little bit different now. So let me see here. So try to do this. Oh, that doesn't work well. Well, then he passed my guard. So that's not working very good here. So anytime he put this palm up here, I feel uncomfortable. I push him, doesn't go nowhere. Now let's measure what happens when you fold me here and you hide it. Oh, it even get worse now. Oh, yeah, that's what I don't like here. I don't like it at all. So that's what I should be doing when I pass somebody's guard. Because I don't like that. You put me in a very awkward position there. I felt that all the good mechanics that I have can be very easily avoidable by put a leg, karate chop. So you avoid all my mechanics by just doing that. And I don't like it. I feel helpless on the bottom. And you keep doing the back and forth, and it's always good to say, what if I do this? What if I do that? It's okay to bring that after you do a few times. You do a few times first, and do what if. Because what happens is, you need to develop muscle memory. And if every mechanic you do, you bring the what if first, you don't do the repetition, because you're already here trying to come up with an antidote. And what happens when somebody does this move in you, you're not going to be able to capitalize, because you already dismissed the move here because the antidote came first. So it's good for you to see all the body mechanics, because you never know who you're going to be training with and who's going to be doing body mechanics towards you. And another thing that's important in Jiu-Jitsu, guys, flash right there. Another thing that's very important about Jiu-Jitsu is over here, we are talking the same language. So we are pretty much doing Jiu-Jitsu. You know, you get somebody in my guard, you try to pass my guard. In crossbody, try to mount, blah, blah. We speak the same language. On the streets, a complete unpredictable language. And we need to understand the language too. But for us to understand the language, first let's try to speak the same language here. Make sure that we all have a good connection here, conversation, and later let's deal with the unpredictable. And the unpredictable is a very different ball game there. Very different. Because eye gouging, biting, and elbows, and everything goes. But when you discover Jiu-Jitsu, you're going to discover the unpredictable body. It is the most helpless body ever. You can toss it like a little kid. You can twist like a little kid. And it's so easy that if you don't pay attention, if you don't be careful, you can really hurt somebody really, really bad. That's how much unpredictable, and people that shoot, they don't know. Imagine your first day of class that you arrive in the school here. We don't know what to expect first day of class. You arrive here, a little kid was hanging on your neck and stretching your arms, and we don't know about that. Now imagine somebody doing this for serious on the streets and actually break it. You know, get your arm, do a 360 on you. You know, that kind of things can happen. I've seen this happen before. Not a good idea at all. So be playful here to understand mechanic, and later bring all this to unpredictable life. It will be simple. Nothing. What saved us here in America when we moved 30 years ago, when we moved to America, was all the unpredictable moves the Grandmaster used to make us do. In Rio de Janeiro, Grandmaster Hélio used to pay. You see this guy who just walked here? Grandmaster Hélio said, hey, my friend, come here. How much money you make today? I'll make $10. I give you $50, but you gotta hold somebody here on your headlock and the guy cannot escape. That's what Hélio Grace used to do. And he used to bring those guys to class and I was one of them, little kids, 120 pounds, I'm stuck underneath this huge guy over there, trying to rip my head off. And Hélio would come to me saying, Pedrinho, if you don't escape, you owe me 20. So that's how it was in the early days before. It was pretty tricky. But when we came to America, thank you, God. I was like another day in the office. No big deal, no problem. Everybody who came to my school, no big deal. Every unpredictable guy, no big deal, no problem. Now, if people was only used to train Jiu-Jitsu as a competition or sport Jiu-Jitsu, now you go for unpredictable, that can be tricky. That can be very tricky. Anyway, guys, let's hit that shoe. Let's get a partner on 3. 1, 2, 3.